Um, hey guys, I'm Ace. This is my first time recording myself on a video for Tumblr, so excuse me if I'm awkward. Um, yeah, so basically I'm making this video because a lot of people have been sending me questions that are either like repetitive questions or basically the same question, and I don't feel like just filling up my blog with a bunch of random questions, so I put them here on my phone. I'm just going to go through the list and I guess I'll just answer them for you guys. Um, so yeah, I guess the most questions that I get are mostly about my tattoos and stuff like that. Kind of like the who, what, and where, and like the first tattoo question and stuff like that. I mean, I guess like the majority of my questions usually pertain to my left arm, which is not quite finished, but kind of considered a sleeve. And that's something that I've been working on with Eric Wilcox, who tattoos out of Tattoo Paradise in DC. I also work there, but I work at the Rockville one. And so, anyways, yeah, he did most of that work. But yeah, I also had someone who like specifically asked about the Ganesh thing, like asking if I was like Hindu or anything. Um, no, I would not consider myself Hindu. However, that tattoo was done by Tony Morell at Jinx Proof. I've typed this into an answer before as well, I believe. But yeah, both are pretty awesome guys. Um, Chess piece was done by Daryl Jimmy, who is on the road a lot, but he is kind of based out of Bethesda Tattoo. And what else? Yeah, people asked what my first one was. Kind of embarrassing, but it was like, whenever I was 16, and it was like some guy who had gotten a tattoo fucking kit off the internet or something. It was like, oh, let me tattoo you for free. So I was like, okay, sweet. So I got like some shitty words across my chest, and that's eventually what Daryl actually covered up for me. So that's pretty cool. And a lot of people ask me like what my favorite is and stuff. I don't necessarily have a favorite. Not very important. Um, oh, someone else asked me like where I'm from in California. I'm from what's considered like Central California. I grew up in a town called Salinas, which is like a bunch of tractors and big trucks and agricultural industry and shit like that. Um, I mean, it was a pretty cool place. We were next to like a lot of cool stuff like Monterey Bay Aquarium and just all the beaches, Santa Cruz, everything else like that was fucking awesome. Um, but yeah, I moved from there. Someone asked how long I've been on the East Coast. I've been here for like about 2 years now, which is pretty crazy. Um, I do like it. It's just very different, I suppose. And where else I've lived, kind of all over the place. I've been through Africa, like mainly South Africa, Lesotho, Zimbabwe. Did some stuff in Europe, being in like London, Paris, kind of like big city things. Um, Also in Australia, New Zealand, and places like that. Next year I plan on going to India, which I'm super stoked about. And that's like a one-way ticket deal, which is going to be super sweet. Um, so yeah, that's like I guess geographically where I've been. I've had a lot of weird questions about that. Um, oh yeah, and then my hair, which looks bad all the time, but particularly bad right now because I just got out of the shower and stuff. Yeah, so I recently did like the side shave thing, which is pretty cool. That I was fortunate enough because what happened? Well, people asked me how I started them, and I was like, okay, I did them neglect or whatever, and I was very fortunate whenever I decided to do the side shaves that like even with neglect they just naturally like shape themselves there. So yeah, I tried to do like the whole TNR thing at the beginning, and like I just felt like I was fucking up my hair, so I was like, I'm just gonna leave it. For questions about like my hair texture, I don't fucking know, dude. Like it wasn't super like curly, but it wasn't super straight. And I literally just like started, tearing it apart once it came into sections. It's been about a year. Well, it'll be like a year and 8 months now. Um, they're super cool. I'm attached to them. I got like fucking random names for some of them. I know I don't really like have them out in pictures very often, but um, yeah, this one's. They got one that's wrapped up, and they've got all these crazy waves in them and whatever else. But yeah, it was kind of traumatic cutting off some of them as well, but whatever. It was pretty sweet. Let's see what else. Okay, so then I got like random questions, which I just all like organized at the end or whatever because I thought they were ridiculous. Someone generally inferred that the girl in the pictures that I've been posting is my girlfriend, which you would absolutely be correct. She is. And they asked about her Tumblr name. Unfortunately for you guys, she does not have a Tumblr. She's even too cool for Tumblr, so that's not available as a name thing. Oh yeah, my favorite Star Wars character? Shit, man, I don't know, because like, it's not fair to just have like, you know, one character. Like, it's hard for me to even pick like a favorite Jedi, I guess you could say. I guess whenever I like think Star Wars, I think like essentially, I guess Yoda, if I had to pick like a favorite, but I don't know, that's too tough for me, I can't answer it. My favorite record, that's, well, as far as like a good record that like I'm glad that I own, it's definitely All J's Awesome Wave, just because like I feel like what qualifies something as like a great record is that you can just like put it on and just listen to it like completely both sides all the way through without like, you know, not really digging any song, which Awesome Wave definitely is. I guess as far as like my most valuable one or whatever, which I'm really stoked about, I actually picked up at like a thrift store randomly, like just looking through these racks one day, and it's the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. I picked it up for like 50 cents, and it's like an original from 1973 and stuff, and it was fucking primo whenever I put it on the record player, so that was rad. So yeah, either of those. Someone asked who Bertha is. Bertha is a van that I recently purchased for going on camping adventures and stuff like that. She's a big lady. She's pretty sassy. We're going to be doing a lot of general modifications to her so she can be more fun in the outdoors. Oh yeah, someone also, but this time incorrectly inferred that I was Puerto Rican, and that's why I was in Puerto Rico. Incorrect. I was actually in Puerto Rico with my girlfriend and a group of our friends, and we went out there for her birthday, which was rad. And so no, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm actually half Mexican, half Italian, which is like a weird combo. But anyways, and then the last question I left because I thought it was like weird that like some random person took the time out to hate me. And that was some random person who like sent me this message about me posting photos and trying to make them seem like they were recent but they were old, and they could tell something about, I don't know, it was general confusion, something entailing that because my ear wasn't stretched in one photo and it was in the other, that they could tell that it wasn't old. First off, why that would matter, I'm genuinely confused about. And secondly, it's because sometimes I mirror photos because I'm weird. And this ear actually is no longer stretched at all, ever. And this one is, so that's probably what you're talking about. So keep creeping, you creep. So yeah, that's it. It's probably going to be a really awkward video, and I don't know how to photo edit or anything, so, or video edit for that matter. So yeah, if you have any more questions and stuff like that, keep inboxing me, and I'll either answer them or make another video like this.